So let's talk about what's happening right now in Nigeria. You've probably seen the headlines already. Senator Nwoko has spoken out, saying that the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu is unjust and that the government has refused to obey court orders. Since that statement came out, the conversation has caught fire again across the country and even beyond. This story is not just another headline. It's about politics, justice, and the rule of law, and the way Nigeria handles sensitive cases that affect millions of people. So please, as we go through this story together, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment because your opinion really matters. Now, let's start from the present. Nwoko didn't just wake up one morning and decide to talk. His comment came after several court proceedings and public outcry about Nnamdi Kanu's situation. He said very clearly that Nigeria's refusal to follow the court's directive is a bad signal to the world. In his words, justice must be seen to be done, not just said in theory. That's a powerful statement, especially coming from a sitting senator. Let's be honest. Nnamdi Kanu's name is one of the most talked about in Nigeria today. Whether you support him or not, everyone agrees that his case has dragged on for too long. He's been detained for years, facing charges tied to treason and terrorism. And his supporters keep saying he's being unfairly treated. Some time ago, the courts made rulings on his case. One court said he should face trial. Another one issued decisions about his rights and his detention conditions. But up till now, those who support him believe those court decisions haven't been fully respected. That's where this whole conversation is coming from. Now, if we look deeper into what Nwoko said, he wasn't calling for protests or violence. No, he simply said the government should respect its own courts. He said if Nigeria wants the world to take its democracy seriously, then it must obey its judges. Because when a government doesn't obey court orders, it sets a dangerous example for everyone else. And he's right. If the average person sees that even government agencies can ignore court rulings, how can citizens trust the system? That's what Nwoko is pointing out, that justice delayed or ignored becomes injustice. Now, let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu's side. He's been standing his ground in court. Recently, he even refused to open his defense, saying that some of the legal processes were not being followed properly. He keeps saying he wants a fair trial, not a rushed one, not a secret one. His lawyers argue that there were earlier court orders that should have been obeyed before any further trial continues. Meanwhile, many of his supporters in the southeast and even some parts of Abuja have been organizing peaceful marches to demand his release. They say, let the man go home. But sometimes those protests get heated. Security agents step in and things get tense. Still, people continue to call for peace and they just want transparency. Please, if you're watching right now, like this video and subscribe because we're breaking it down in a calm, clear way. This channel believes in good, honest storytelling, not rumors or fear. Now, the government side is also important. The police and security agencies say they are only doing their job, maintaining order, and ensuring peace. They claim that certain actions are still before the court and that the government hasn't actually disobeyed any valid final ruling. In their view, the process is still ongoing, and until the court concludes, they will continue following their procedures. But many Nigerians don't see it that way. They see a man being held year after year, and they're asking, how long will this go on? Even international observers have shown concern. The European Union and other groups have occasionally mentioned the need for rule of law to be respected in Nigeria. Let's pause here for a moment. Do me a small favor, please. If you appreciate content like this, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel right now. It helps us grow and keeps this kind of balanced discussion going. Now, let's get back to it.
This situation isn't just about one man. It's about trust in the justice system. Imagine this. When a court gives an order, it's supposed to be final, right? But if that order isn't carried out, it makes people question everything. Not just in this case, but in every other case. And that's what Nwoko is highlighting. He said clearly that the best way to build peace is through justice. Because when people feel heard, when they see fairness, there's less anger, less protest, and more stability. And honestly, that's something Nigeria needs right now.
A lot of young people online are saying that the system must change, that leaders should start obeying the same laws that they expect ordinary citizens to obey. And that's a fair point. No one is above the law, and justice shouldn't depend on your position or your influence. Now let's look at the public mood. Many Nigerians are tired. They want progress. They want peace. They want good governance. But when cases like this drag on and nobody explains clearly what's happening, it fuels frustration. That's why people are reacting strongly. And again, I'll remind you, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. We're not here to take sides. We're here to talk about truth, facts, and peace. Back to Nnamdi Kanu's situation. Some people say he should be released on health grounds. Others say he should face trial fully so that everyone can see the truth for themselves. But in all of this, the most important thing is for the government and the courts to communicate clearly with Nigerians. Transparency can calm a lot of tension. Now, one thing that makes this story even more interesting is that Nwoko isn't just any politician. He's known for his philanthropic work and calm way of speaking. So, for him to speak up on this issue, it means he feels strongly about it. And that's why so many people are paying attention. Since he made that statement, interviews, tweets, and online debates have been trending. People are arguing on both sides, some praising him for speaking truth to power, and others saying he should have stayed out of the matter. But no matter which side you're on, one thing is clear: this story has restarted the national conversation about justice in Nigeria. Let's take a breath for a second. And again, if you enjoy this kind of calm, balanced talk, please hit that like button and subscribe. Let's continue. Now, what could happen next? From all indications, the legal process will continue. The court has not stopped hearing Nnamdi Kanu's case. His lawyers are still in court, and the government lawyers are still presenting their side. What Nwoko is asking for is not the end of the trial, but the beginning of fairness. He's saying, obey the court, follow the law, let justice speak for itself. If the court says he should be released, release him. If the court says he should face trial, then let the trial happen in the open, with fairness and respect. That's all Nigerians are asking for, fairness. Now, this matter also connects to something bigger, the unity of Nigeria. Many people feel that how the government handles issues like this says a lot about how the country treats different regions. So, people from the Southeast are watching closely. They want to see that justice can work for everyone, not just for some. And that's why Nwoko's voice matters. When a national figure from Delta State, not even from the same ethnic group as Nnamdi Kanu, speaks up for fairness, it shows that justice should have no tribe, no religion, no favoritism. Justice is justice. And that's the message we all need to remember. The rule of law protects everyone, both leaders and citizens. When it's ignored, everyone becomes vulnerable. So, my people, as we keep following this story, remember to always look beyond the headlines. Don't just read the surface. Understand the deeper issues: justice, fairness, and national peace. And yes, again, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it so more people can hear what's really happening in calm, respectful language. Now, as we continue this discussion, I'll say this. Every country faces challenges, but it's how the leaders respond that defines the nation's future. Obeying the courts doesn't make a government weak. It makes it respected. It shows that the law is above everyone. And for Nnamdi Kanu's supporters, the message should be clear too. Peaceful expression works better than violence. If people stay calm and push for justice through legal means, it carries more weight. At the end of the day, both sides, the government and the people, want peace, but peace without justice is fragile. True peace comes when fairness is felt by everyone. Now, as we keep talking, I want you to imagine something. Imagine a Nigeria where every court order is respected, where nobody is detained longer than the law allows, where every voice can speak without fear. That's the kind of Nigeria everyone wants to see. And that's what Nwoko's message is really about. Justice for one means justice for all. So tell me in the comments, do you think Nnamdi Kanu should be released now? Or should the court continue the trial to the end? Keep your answers polite and let's discuss like responsible citizens. And please, don't forget again, like this video right now, subscribe and turn on your notifications, because we'll keep following this story and I'll be here to give you updates as soon as new information drops.